Just a few blocks down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Tight end going in motion here. And a nice run to start out. 6 yards on the first play of the game. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll stick with him again. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
11. Here we go.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down.
Well, we sit up here all the time. We try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the 1st down chain. If he just catches that ball and turns upfield, they extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play, as his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
65, 65, go.
Throwing to begin is Richardson. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Richardson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Third down and 9.
Ready? Go!
Out of shotgun, Richardson. Fires left sideline. That is complete. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, Indianapolis. They'll run here with the rookie. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Here we go! Ready?
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion. When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
The Colts now going to send out their field goal unit. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop!
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Down the sideline to the 20. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That his first touchdown of the new year. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Sending a receiver right. Throwing on 2nd down. Richardson gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Now Richardson. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design. Sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold him to a gain of 2. Second down and 8.
Head to 60. Head to 60. 79 Bronco. Go.
Now a give up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Bengals on top. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Ready.
From the gun, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and it's really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This returnable from the 4. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
A first down throw for Burrow. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. Now he's loose down the right sideline. What about that? Out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. That is a big play for Cincinnati. 52 yards. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he won't get much. Taken down at about the 12. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go.
Burrow. Quick throw, taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That is caught, and they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pick.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Bengals extend their advantage to 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
60 bucks. Got it. 18 rattle. Ready.
Richardson going to look to throw. He's got a man. That's Josh Downs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. 2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, Shaq.
Richardson to throw. That's to the right side and incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
From the gun on 3rd down, in trouble, and down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Ready?
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
12.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. This one complete to Bateman. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Got.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. Got.
Here's a run with their tight end. He is going to have a Bengals first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
On 1, ready? Here we go, here we go. Got.
Now, Burrow. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. They face second down and 7.
Gun. Got.
Back to throw, Burrow. He's going to air this one out. That one underthrown and intercepted.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On first down, it's Richardson. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
19 Lions. Come on.
Throwing, Richardson, completing this one to Downs. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. He is going to have a Colts first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That's caught. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to go backwards. Taken down at the 6.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal.
Ready. 19 tight.
Out of the shotgun. Richardson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Set up. Mustang 19. Hut, hut.
On 4th down, Richardson. And this will pay off. It is caught. Brought down. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
You simply just can't allow that ball to be completed, Mike. I mean, there's no time left. You understand there's 2 options. There's a take a shot Hail Mary into the end zone, or there's throw the ball underneath and try for a couple laterals. At the end of the first half, it's probably just going to be a Hail Mary, and you got to go up and knock that ball down.
So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Bengals are out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hut.
Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
That's caught. It's Mitchell. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. Set. Buffalo 18. Set up.
He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's not going to get there. Maybe he's looking for a cutback lane, but that certainly didn't develop. And now it's 4th down. The Colts about set to punt. As he's on to punt for the 2nd time. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
Burrow. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. First and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll send a tight end in motion. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Richardson. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
He's got his man. That's down. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7.
Let's go. The 43-yard line. Cut 19. Cut 19. Ready.
Here's Richardson. That one into the hands of Downs. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From the gun, Richardson. Open man, right side. He's got it. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed.
A throw right side is intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Here we go.
Drive will start on the ground, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. That's Dexter Lawrence in for the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
The tight end going in motion to the left. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Burrow here on 2nd down. A throw left side, going to be intercepted.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
That one taken in by Mitchell. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. This is just another creative wrinkle that they can add to their offense to help move the chains. They don't do a ton of sweeps throughout the course of the game, but they do just enough here and there to keep the defense guessing.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Indy. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
This is just backbreaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's 3rd and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the 1st down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here comes Ford on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
On 1, right?
They'll come up here. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He runs with it. And Burrow not going to take any chances. Slides to a stop after picking up the 1st down. That's 17 yards, and that's a 1st down.
11, Thomas.
On 1st down, Burrow. A pass pulled in by Irving. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
On 1, ready?
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Burrow gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Trailing late, they've got to go here.
Here we go.
It's 4th down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the Bengals first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On one, ready?
They'll come up now for second down and 4.
11.
Now, Burrow. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up first and goal.
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal. Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. A little closer. Here's second and goal.
Here we go.
They'll go with him again. And he'll go down, back at the 4.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
For the lead, here is third and goal. To throw is Burrow. He's got it at the 3. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 3 touchdowns for the game, his first 3 of the year. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go, set, ready.
They'll begin here on the ground. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Let's go now. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready, ready.
A second down throw for Richardson. That's to the left side and taken in by Downs.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Now they face third down and 7. Now Richardson. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off.
Mikey,
after this. They'll drop to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
Let's go.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Here we go. This is fourth down. Here's Richardson. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up first and goal. They'll run. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Colts. That is a first National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I can promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the first of many for this young back.
Here comes Ford on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. This is first and 10.
12. It's just set.
Burrow now. A dive and a catch. Incredible.
We're good.
They still have all 3 timeouts. And here we go with first and 10.
11.
Throwing is Burrow. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Here we go.
Now, Burrow. He'll go left side here and complete this one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here comes second down.
11. Stop.
Burrow. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60. Dragon 60. Go.
From the gun, Richardson. Going for it all. And that's going to be intercepted.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Here we go.
Burrow takes a knee, and that ought to just about do. So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.